So today we're gonna discuss a problem from LeetCode, problem name combination sum 4. Okay, so you are given an integer array with all positive numbers and no duplicates. Okay, you have to find out the number of possible combinations that add up to a positive integer target. Okay, so there are a lot of variations of these types of question, and we will discuss all the variations one by one in all the consecutive videos. So first we're going to discuss on this video, and also I will tell you some of the variations we can do in this question itself. Okay, so as you can see, this is the number of array, this is an array of nums, and these are all the numbers. So you can use them in multiple times or not multiple times. Okay, so in this you can use them multiple times. Okay, so you have a target of 4 and you have to find out whether you can form this target 4 using all the nums. So you can assume that these are coins, so you can use multiple coins to form this target. Okay, so how many possible combinations you can form? So you can take 1 rupee coins 4 times, 1 rupee coin 2 times, and 2 rupee coin 1 time, and so on. So the possible combinations, as you can see, is equal to 7. Okay, some another variation can be you can only use this number once. Okay, one another combination can be if there are some negative numbers in this nums, how you can proceed. Okay, so you can think about these problems and we will discuss them in the end. Cool. So we will first see how we are gonna proceed this question. So this is the num, this is the vector, and this is the target. Now as you can see, for every target value we have to find out its lower values first. Why? I'm going to tell you with small values, and as we grow to the target value you will understand. So for 1, if you have 1, you have a target of 1, you can only use this 1 rupee coin and the answer is fine. So answer is just 1, you can use only one combination. Okay, now for 2, what you can do here is you can check whether 2 is there. You can use this 2 as a whole, or you can divide 2 into its subcomponents. How you can divide 2 into subcomponents? You will choose some coins from this, the vector you are available, and then divide this. Okay, so how you can choose? You will choose all the lower coins less than this 2. So for finding out all the lower coins, you can easily sort this array first initially, which will help us in the future. If you sort this array, you know that all the elements less than this element are smaller. So 1 is there. Now what you can do, if you take 1 rupee coin, now you are left with also a 1 rupee coin. So how you can form 1 rupee coin? How many combinations can you take a 1 rupee coin? 1. So you can take one combination to form 1 rupee coin, and you have 1 rupee coin more. So this is one combination, this is one combination, the answer is 2. Now let's assume for 3, it will become more clear. Now for 3, you can either use this whole 3 as a whole if you find it in the vector. Okay, if you find it in the vector, then only you can use as a whole. Okay, then you can find out all the elements less than 3. So it is 1, it is 2. Now what you will do, if you take one coin as a coin 2, now how many combinations can you take more? Because there are 2 more combinations, which means that you can either put only, because you want a total sum of 3, you can put 1 here. This is actually plus, you can put 1 here. Okay, now if this is 1, now you want 2 more. So what you will do, you can take 2 more, or you can divide 2 into more elements, which is 1 plus 1. So how you find out these? As you can see, if you take 1 coin, now the rest is you are left to find out how many combinations can you form with 2. And you know for 2 the answer is 2. Because as you can see, you will add 2 more. If you add 2 more things, 2 more coins, then the combination will be like this. So what you are doing here is, for all the less numbers, you will be adding all these possible combinations. You will first take this number, the small number in this vector, and then what is the rest number. So let's assume you want to form 3. Then if you take a less number, let's assume 1, then how much more you want to find out? You want to find 2. Now because for 2 you have already calculated how many coins you need, you will add 2 to this point, and you will do it for all the numbers which are smaller than 3, because for all the numbers smaller than 3 you can break it down. Okay, so that's the whole trick. You will break it down and you will add the number. So what you'll do, you will make a vector, you will iterate from, like let's assume you want to target a 4, you will make from 1 2 3 4, and let's assume you want to target of 1 now, then 2 now, then 4. So when you'll come to 4, you will find out the answer and you will be using its previous value. So let's assume it is I. So for I, we will iterate over all its lesser values. Okay, and what we'll do, we will sort this array first to make it more easily to find out how many elements are less than this element. I'll take it down to the code part to make it more clear. So this is the code. Okay, it's become very large. Okay, in this we first sort this whole nums array. Then we use a target vector, which means what's the target? This vector. And then what we'll do, we'll iterate from 1 till equal to the target value. We'll initialize everything to 0. Why? Because initially we don't know how many combinations are there. So we initialize it everything with 0. Then we'll move from 1 till target. And what we will do, we will iterate over all the values in nums. Okay, because nums is sorted, we will only do some iteration if this value is less than or equal to I, our target value, which I have told you. Will only, you can, if this value is not happening, you can just break out, which will help us to reduce down the time complexity. We will not iterate over the whole thing, we can break out also. Okay, so if this condition is not met, we will break out of this fault. So for all the values, because it is sorted, if all the values, if I is greater than or equal to x, if this I which we want to find out, if this x, which because we are iterating over the all the lesser elements, if all these x is less than I, what we'll do, because now we want, because we have calculated our less value, our sub problems we have already calculated, because we are moving from lesser to the larger value. For every larger value we have calculated our values for the lesser elements. So a of I is just equal to a of I minus x, because we are assuming we have taken this x element, because this is the smaller element. If we have taken this x element in our combinations, our final total combination will be, how many combinations will be there if I subtract I minus x. As I have told you, if I take 1 in account for 3, how many combinations are there for 2? It's equal to 2. If I take 3 in the account, how many combinations are there for 3? Because we want to find out, it's equal to 0. Okay, and how many are there for like 2? It's, if we have taken 2, how many combinations are there for 1? It's just 1, and so on. So we will just add them in a of I. We'll just add the combinations the previously have added, and as soon we overhit or x increases over I, will break out. And target int is just the a of target. Okay, so that's the whole thing, whole possible combinations. Okay, so now the previous problem in which we can only use all these number once. If all these number can be used once, it will become a problem such that subset sum problem. You can search it on the internet, or I will also try to make a video on it, because I have some different forms, or you can find out different variations of that problem on LeetCode. So I will make a combined video of all those variations. Also, as you can see, it will be equal such that you have a subset and you have to find out a target such that we can use or find out some elements from the nums array to form a subset such that its sum is equal to a target. Okay, also there can be a question such that if there is a negative element allowed in this array, what if a negative elements are allowed in the given array? First of all, if there is a negative element in the given array, there will be some problem. I'll tell you why. So let's assume there is a negative number -2, and we can use it any element any number of times, and there's a number 2, there's a vector of sum -2 and 2, and then we want to find out a total sum of 0, let's say 0. Okay, so now because we can use any number of times, we can form a combination such that -2 and 2. Okay, and then -2, -2, 2 and 2. This can also be done because we can repeatedly use all these numbers and so on, because this will form an infinite number of combinations, and such that it means that for all, if there is a negative number in this vector, then what we'll have to do here is we will have to ensure that we only have to use it once, because if we use it once, then there is only one answer. If we can use it multiple times, as with the positive numbers, for all the positive numbers we can use it multiple times, but for the negative numbers we have to ensure that we have to only use it once. So this can also be done using the subset problem. We will talk about all the variations in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.